Hello everyone, myself Mr. Jangle Sanket Surendra, lecturer from Mula Education Society's Mula Rural Institute of Pharmacy, Sonai. Today we will discuss the chapter Communicable Diseases. This chapter is generally discussed for the first year diploma in pharmacy students in a subject Health Education and Community Pharmacy. Now we will start with the chapter. The objectives of this chapter: the students should understand the following definition: risk factors of communicable diseases, causative agents, mode of transmission, prevention, care and control of various respiratory infections, intestinal infections, arthropod-borne infections, sexually transmitted diseases, and surface infections. Definition of communicable disease: communicable disease is defined as an illness of infectious nature which can spread from one person to another directly or indirectly through an infectious agent, or from sick to healthy persons either by direct contact or through host vector environment, that is air, water, soil, dust, etc., or food. Another definition of communicable disease is that the microorganism which transmits from one person to the another person is called as the communicable diseases, or infection which is transmitting from one living beings to another living beings is also known as the communicable diseases. Here the differentiate between communicable and non-communicable diseases. First, we will see the first point of communicable diseases. It is caused due to some infectious agents. In non-communicable diseases, it is caused due to multiple causes but not due to the infectious agents. Communicable disease can be transmitted from one person to another directly or indirectly. Non-communicable disease cannot be transmitted from person to person directly or indirectly. Communicable disease can be transmitted by air, water, soil, dust, food, sputum, etc. Non-communicable disease cannot be transmitted by any agency. Communicable disease possesses definite onset and incubation period. Non-communicable diseases does not possess definite onset and may possess a very long latent period. Communicable diseases are not genetic in origin. Non-communicable diseases can be genetic in origin. Example: diabetes or certain heart diseases. Communicable diseases in which eliminating infectious agent can control the disease. In non-communicable diseases, avoiding risk factors such as smoking, alcohol consumption, stress are some ways to control the disease. This was the difference between communicable and non-communicable diseases. Here we will see the classification of communicable diseases. Communicable diseases is caused when an infectious agent enters the body of any healthy person. The infectious agent which can infect various systems of the body includes bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, rickettsia, helminthiasis, etc. It is classified as respiratory infections, intestinal infections, arthropod-borne infections, surface infections, sexually transmitted diseases, etc. Now, starting with the first one, that is respiratory infections, in which the first example of the disease is the chickenpox. Chickenpox is also known as varicella. It is an acute infectious disease. It is a viral infection. It occurs mainly in children below 10 years of age. One attack generally confirms immunity for the rest of life. Subsequent attacks are rare, but in certain cases, second attack of chickenpox may also occur. The causative agent is the name of the causative agent is varicella zoster virus. This is also cause herpes zoster infection. It is also known as the VZ. Causative agent means the agent which causes the disease. Then mode of transmission means the disease how it is transmitted from one place to the another place. The first mode of transmission is droplet infections. Second one is the discharge from the ruptured lesions of the skin. Incubation period means the disease which takes a time to develop in a body and diminish. It varies from 14 to 17 days. The symptoms of chickenpox: first one, fever; second, appearance of rash on trunk, face, and limbs; third one, pustular lesions. Prevention and control: first, isolate the patient; second, disinfectant all the articles used by a patient; third one, immunization; fourth one, there is not a specific treatment for a chicken pox. Second one, measles. It is also known as the rubella from respiratory infection. It is one of the common infectious disease of children up to 6 years of age. One attack gives a high degree of immunity even for a whole life. Mother who had one attack of measles imparts immunity to her infants for 6 months of age. Causative agent: rubella virus. Mode of transmission: it is transmitted from person to person or through droplet infections, that is sneezing, talking, kissing, etc. Articles like spoons, secretion of nose, throat of the patient, etc. Incubation period varies from 10 to 14 days. Signs and symptoms: two stages are there. First one is the preeruptive test stage. In this, there is a high fever, sneezing, running nose, watery and red eyes, cough, hoarseness of voice due to the laryngitis, small bluish white spot on red base can be seen inside the cheeks around the opening of parotid glands. These signs and symptoms last for 3 to 4 days. Second one, eruptive stage. The stage begins on 4th to 5th day of illness. In this, dusky red muscular rash appears first on face and neck behind the ears and then all over the body in 2 to 3 days. Prevention and control: children should be immunized against measles. A single dose of 0.5 ml vaccine is given at the age of 9 to 12 months. Then another one, the first stage for the prevention and control: isolate the patient as soon as the signs and symptoms of the measles occur. Protect the eyes from patient from light and glare. Disinfect the discharges of nose and throat of the patient. Antibiotics may be given to the patient to prevent secondary infection and immunize the susceptible children. Here, third one from the respiratory infections is the influenza. It is an acute, highly communicable disease of upper respiratory tract. It is, in a short, known as the flu. This is a worldwide infection affects the people of all ages and both the sexes. Causative agent influenza is an acute respiratory tract infection which is caused by a virus known as the influenza virus type A, B, and C. Mode of transmission by droplet infection or droplet nuclei created by sneezing, coughing, or talking. The virus enters through the respiratory tract. Incubation period varies from 1 to 2 days. Signs and symptoms: it is characterized by sudden onset of fever, chill, headache, pain in the limbs and back, sore throat, and cough. The fever may rise up to 104 degree and persist for 3 to 4 days. If proper care is not taken, it leads to the pneumonia, bronchitis, and ear infections. Prevention and treatment: there is no specific treatment for influenza. Bed rest is advised until fever subsides. Analgesic antipyretics like paracetamol are given. Antiviral drugs are given for the treatment and prophylaxis of influenza. The currently available influenza virus vaccine trivalent can be used for immunization. The following measures should be adopted. First one, isolate the suspected case, avoid meeting with the people, avoid going to overcrowded places. Body should be protected from chills by wearing warm clothes. Face mask should be used while attending patient. Clothes, bedding, fumitives and room used by patient should be thoroughly disinfected. Sneezing, spitting, coughing in public places should be avoided. Saline gargles should be regularly done. The fourth one, infection from respiratory infection, is the diphtheria. Diphtheria is an acute infectious disease affecting most commonly the throat, tonsils, larynx, or nose. It produces grayish white false membrane which blocks air passage and causes difficulty in breathing. This disease affects persons of all ages, but children of 3 to 5 years are more affected. Newborn infants are not affected due to immunity received from the mother. Causative agent: Cyanobacterium diphtheria is the causative agent. Mode of transmission: most common, it is spread by droplets released by patient or carrier. Second one, it is transmitted through bacilli contaminated droplet nuclei, also spread by direct contact with the infectious cutaneous lesions. Cups, handkerchief, toys, thermometers, etc. are contaminated by nasopharyngeal secretion of patient or carrier can also spread this infection. Incubation period, it varies from 2 to 5 days. Signs and symptoms: there is difficulty in swallowing and patches of grayish yellow membrane appears over tonsils, throat. Swabs from this membrane shows the presence of organisms. Patient suffers from fever and toxemia. Prevention and control: most effective way is to give DPT vaccine, which is known as diphtheria pertussis tetanus vaccine. Early detection of disease followed by complete treatment. Treatment with antibiotics such as erythromycin. The isolation of detected cases prevents effectively the disease spread. Advice: complete bed rest to patients to prevent cardiac and other complications. Fifth one, whooping cough. It is also known as pertussis. It is highly infectious disease of the respiratory tract in which trachea and bronchioles are involved. It occurs in all ages but more common in children under 5 years of age. Causative agent. It is an infectious disease caused by Bordetella pertussis. Mode of transmission. The source of infection is infected patient. The disease spread by droplet infection and through fomites. Incubation period. It varies from 7 to 14 days. Signs and symptoms. There is a slight fever, cold, running of nose, irritating cough lasting for few days to several weeks. During coughing, face becomes red, tears from eyes and vomiting are common symptoms. A typical whooping sound occurs. Prevention and control. Early diagnosis by bacteriological examination of nose and throat secretions. Isolation of contact and cases. Treatment with erythromycin. Active immunization with pertussis vaccine or DPT vaccine. Passive immunization with hyperimmunoglobulin. Disinfect nasal and buccal discharges. Cough preparations and antibiotics may be given to the patient. Sixth one is the tuberculosis. It is a chronic infectious disease caused by tubercle bacilli. Diseases is distributed throughout the world, largely in developing countries, and is important cause of death in most. Tuberculosis primarily affects lungs and causes pulmonary tuberculosis. It may also affect intestine, brain, bones, joints, etc. TB occurs at any age but common in old age over 30 years of age. Causative agent. Mycobacterium tuberculosis is the causative agent. Mode of transmission. Airborne infection transmitted by droplet of sputum of patient through coughing, sneezing, talking with the patient. Incubation period varies from few months to few years depending upon the host, parasite contact and severity of infection. Signs and symptoms. Cough for more than 2 weeks, fever, weakness, loss of weight, loss of appetite, chest pain, blood in a sputum, body is wasted, cheeks are flushed, eyes sunken and lips are dry, breath has peculiar odor and sputum copious. Prevention and control. Early detection of cases by microscopic examination of sputum, chest x-ray, Mantoux test, etc. Preventive treatment with INH or INH plus ethambutol means isoniazid. INH means isoniazid. Combination treatment of complete duration, isolation, immunization with BCG vaccine, which is also known as Bacillus calmette-guerin vaccine, balanced diet and health education. Here we will stop with the first classification of respiratory infection. In another part we will see the another communicable diseases classification with along with the diseases. Thank you very much.